You shouldn't have to start over every time you switch between different AI models. You're about to watch me use ChatGPT and Claude as one single mind to help me create this video. And normally that doesn't really work because ChatGPT doesn't know what Claude's doing, Claude doesn't know what ChatGPT is doing, but I solved that problem, and that's exactly what you're about to see here in this video. Alright, so what you're seeing here is a brand new ChatGPT conversation window. I'm asking GPT to help me plan out and create this video that you're watching right now, showing GPT and Claude working together as a single mind on the same project. As soon as I bring up the video, it instantly starts searching through our recent history. That history lives in an active memory layer shared between both models, so both of them can read it and both of them can update it as the project moves forward. And what makes it powerful is that the information inside it is time-stamped and tagged based on concepts and topics, so the models can track not just the details of what's happening, but also when those details happened. This makes the active memory layer very different from typical AI memory, where the model is basically sorting through huge amounts of chat history, trying to guess what matters and what doesn't. And this memory layer also lives outside of ChatGPT and Claude, so it isn't trapped inside the immediate context window. The models only need the specific pieces that matter in the moment, instead of dragging around giant raw conversation dumps trying to find what's important. And you can see that happening here. GPT is laying out the plan for this video using our recent character engine discussions, which is a system I'm showing you here. So it's pulling from details that Claude recorded and details that ChatGPT recorded to the memory layer. And as we work and talk in these chats, both models are automatically recording what's happening. So when decisions are made or the plan evolves, that gets captured and carried forward to the other models, to the next chats, etc., instead of getting lost. So now I'm switching over to a completely new Claude conversation, and normally this is where everything would break. Claude wouldn't know anything about what just happened in ChatGPT. I'd have to start re-explaining everything from scratch. But watch this. I tell Claude we're working on the video, and I ask if it knows which one I'm talking about. And right here, it already knows. It loads the same active context that GPT was using. It checks the shared memory, instantly understands the exact project we just started in ChatGPT. So instead of starting over, Claude picks up exactly where GPT left off, and now it's refining that same sequence from the shared memory layer. And now that Claude has refined the sequence, I'm telling it to lock that version in. And this is important because this isn't just a response. It's updating the shared memory layer itself for both models. So when I lock this in, that refined version of the plan gets written back into the memory layer, and the whole project continues moving forward in a shared state between the two models. And the really cool part is I'm not constantly having to tell the models to save things like this. I am here just to demonstrate, but they automatically track important details throughout the conversation. And this doesn't just apply to like a project like this. It could be normal conversations about my life or something I'm working through or new ideas I'm exploring. All of that carries across both models. Alright, now I'm going back to another new conversation in ChatGPT, and at this point, GPT is able to read the updated sequence that Claude just created and continue from there. So the project isn't breaking when I switch between models, it's actually moving forward across both of them, and that's really the point of this system. It's not just about saving information, it's about maintaining the continuity of my own personal world across models. This isn't a giant filing cabinet where everything is being saved and dumped back into the model. That approach creates clutter, and the results seem to get worse over time. But with this system, the models have access to the exact information they need when they need it, and the memory actually gets better and more accurate over time. And what this system is tracking is the meaning of what's happening, the relationship between things, and the timeline of how everything is evolving. So, and what you're seeing here is just the real-time active memory layer. Underneath this, There's also a much deeper permanent memory layer, basically a shared external brain that both models can reference. When I started building this, I created a browser automation tool that went through my entire ChatGPT and Claude conversation history and turned that into a huge, structured, searchable memory system, so both models can reference not just what's happening right now in the active memory layer, but everything underneath it as well, everything that came before, prior projects, etc. And the key to all of this is that the memory doesn't live inside ChatGPT or Claude. It exists outside both models in a system I built that they both have access to. That's what allows them to function like one continuous mind instead of two separate, disconnected tools. This is called Character Engine. If you want your own external brain, like what I showed here in this video, to connect your different AI models together for your life or for your business, all you got to do is send me an email, or you can send me a message on Facebook. All that information's in the description of this video and right here on the screen.